I think the computer got lost or it got freaking stolen. I'm just thinking like, dude, am I screwed? Like, what can I do? On this channel, I regularly flip computers for profit. That's how I started like almost 4 years ago now. And I normally just list them on Facebook Marketplace, and within a week to like 2 months, it'll sell. But today I want to challenge myself to sell a computer using only online marketplaces. In this video, I'll be building and hopefully flipping that one computer and also showing you behind the scenes of everything and how I do it. Should be a pretty fun video, so let's go. This video is sponsored by jawwood.gg. They're an online selling marketplace for gamers and PC flippers like myself. I've honestly sold a good amount of things on there, totaling over $1,000 in revenue. And despite what the thumbnail and the intro say, it's been a great experience. Their platform is full of verified sellers, including myself. They sell full-on gaming PCs for any budget, and they sell individual computer parts. One cool thing, Jawa actually has their own official Jawa store on there, and they're listing things all the time. I actually snagged a white GTX 1070 from them, like sub $80 with shipping, and the man himself, ZTT, scored a pretty crazy deal on a pre-built computer on Jawa not that long ago. If you're looking to build or even buy your own gaming computer, or heck, maybe you even want to try selling one on there, Jawa is definitely the place to do it. Go and check them out down below with the link in the description. I realized I should tell you when this challenge is actually starting. Today is March 26th, about midday. With any PC flip, it always starts here in my little part/inventory closet. First thing I'm gonna grab is this RTX 2060. I picked this up in a recent PC flipping episode of mine. This is an RTX 2060. I paid around $140, I think. And the next part next to the graphics card is going to be the CPU. I have a few Ryzen 7 like 2700Xs. I also have this Ryzen 5 3600. I have two of these and they were $50 each. I low-key had these since 2023, so it's time I use them up. And of course you need some RAM, and for that it's just a generic 16 gigabyte kit and it's clocked at 3200 megahertz. And now the motherboard to seat the CPU and the RAM, it's this MSI B550A Pro. There's a ton of stuff jingling around in here, but this was also purchased in that same PC flipping episode where I got that 2060, and this was around $60 on eBay. For storage, I'm using an MSI Spatium 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. Kind of sucks, I wish I had 1 terabyte, but storage prices have been going up a lot recently, and I scored these on a really good deal before they went up. And now to power everything, it's this Thermaltake Smart 600 watt power supply unit. The price is right here. I paid $43.32. Oh, this was also bought on eBay. With PC flipping, aesthetics kind of sell the PC better than the actual specs do. As long as the computer is decent and you have really good aesthetics, that thing will sell. So with knowing that about the aesthetics, I'm going to be using this ID Cooling little tower cooler here. These are really good bang for the buck. They're always like around $20 on Amazon. And I'm pairing that cooler with some black sleeved cable extensions. And now let's go in the kitchen and I'll show you the case selection. So I'm in here on the floor and these are all my cases. The one I'm using is right here. It's the ARGB Q10 and it's a fish tank style case. These fish tank cases are literally taking over PC flipping. I already got all the parts here. Now, let's build a computer, but actually before that, I need to shoot some B-roll of all these parts so I can use them later on. And believe it or not, that B-roll will actually help sell the computer. If you're confused on what I mean, just wait. I promise I'll explain and everything will make sense. I just got done filming all the B-roll. It's 5:16 right now. Didn't take too long. I want to show you this case really quick because it was in the box when I first talked about it. So here it is in all its glory. Comes with 4 ARGB fans, 3 right here, 1 in the back. They're all set to exhaust. I'm gonna have to switch these 3 around. And the reason I bought this case, other than it being a fish tank style case, is because it has this ARGB strip in the front as well. I guess we will really have to see when the build is completely done if it just looks like kind of trashy or not. Without further ado, let's go ahead and build this computer. This is annoying. The NVMe standoff came out with the screw. If this ever happens to you, just take some pliers, hold the little standoff, and then take your screwdriver, and bam, screw is free. Alright, so I'm swapping these fans around. Like I said, they were all set to exhaust. I just want to point something out. This DIY PC case has a little cutout here, right for your screwdriver for when you're screwing in the bottom fan, so this isn't in the way. That's a really nice attention to detail. Good job. Build is done. It is 6:15. It took like, I think about an hour, but I also did take a phone call. And man, these cable extensions, they always take the longest, I swear. Like getting all the little combs on takes so long. Anyways, let's plug it in. Plugged it in from the back. Let's grab this monitor cable here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. There we go. The CPU fan, it isn't lit up because it is synced up to the motherboard, so I'm gonna have to go in, install the software, and get that lit up as well. Here's that little strip. Honestly, it doesn't look too janky. It looks pretty good. Fans are ramping up a lot. I think it's trying to post. Come on. We get a post now. Day 2 of the challenge starts right now. The goal for today is just to install Windows on this computer, benchmark it, get some pictures, and then get it listed. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back to you and explain the whole process of how I do it all, and then I'll show you what I listed it for and share the estimated profit. Oh, and don't worry, I'll still explain why I took that B-roll in the beginning of the video. I just clicked publish now. I'm listing it over on Jawa.gg. Let's hope it sells. But now let me share with you my process of what I do after I have the computer built all the way to getting it listed. And by no means is what I do the best. So if I actually make a mistake and you have a better recommendation or you do something a little bit better, let me know down below so we can all just improve and get better at flipping computers. So the first step after building any computer is installing Windows on it. And for this one, I decided to make the jump to Windows 11 to see if it adds any more value in the eyes of any of the buyers. Installing Windows is pretty easy. You just need 3 simple tools. You need a flash drive with at least 8 gigabytes of space on it. Then you need an internet connection, and then you need another computer or a laptop. What you do, just take the flash drive, plug it in, and then go on Google and type Windows 10 Media Creation Tool, or if you're doing Windows 11, just do Windows 11 Media Creation Tool, and then just follow the steps and get it installed onto your flash drive. It takes a few minutes for it to install, then just take it out, plug it into the computer you want to install Windows on, just boot it up, and then it will load right into the Windows install screen, and all you have to do is just simply follow through and click through it, and then bam, Windows will be installed. But I have a tip for you and kind of a problem I ran into this computer. So normally I do Windows 10 and I can easily bypass it without having an internet connection, but with Windows 11 there was no like, oh, I have no internet connection. It wanted me to have an internet connection, and it wanted me to sign into my Microsoft account. Now, if you run into that same problem, all you have to do is hit Shift F10 to launch command prompt, and then just type the command that I have on screen right now. Then the computer will restart, and then you will be able to click through and say, I don't have an internet connection. And then that bypasses you having to sign into a Microsoft account. The next step after installing Windows is benchmarking the computer. And for that, I recommend at least 2 tools. And that's a spare SSD, at least a 1 terabyte capacity. And then you need a USB-A to SATA power cable adapter. This is how I'm able to test games super fast. What you do is just load up all your games onto that external SSD drive. For me, I use my Steam library, and then bam, they're already installed. So just install Steam on the computer, go into Steam, click settings, click storage, select your external SSD, and then all your games are there. Believe it or not, I used to install every game completely fresh. It would take like hours just to test a computer. The only game I still have to install freshly is Fortnite. I haven't found a way to be able to do it fast like on Steam. It just doesn't work the same. If you guys have a fix for that or know how to get around that, let me know in the comments. And then actually know what FPS you're getting in game, I recommend downloading MSI Afterburner. It's a completely free software. I won't do a full tutorial on how to set it up. There's plenty on YouTube, but it's a really good software. And then before you go on to actually testing the computer, I recommend resetting the BIOS and then updating the BIOS to the most recent version, and then enabling XMP, and also making sure your graphics card drivers are updated. I tested Call of Duty Warzone at just 1080p balanced preset, got an average FPS of 127 with a 1% low of 96. Then I hopped on Apex Legends at 1080p with high/medium settings, got an average FPS of 183 with a 1% low of 121. And last but not least, in good old Fortnite, I tested at 1080p with performance mode, 100% 3D res scale, far review distance, and everything else on low, and it achieved an average FPS of 257 with a 1% low of 51. So you install Windows, benchmark the computer, and now you're ready to list it. You just need to take some pictures of it. Really all you need for that is good lighting and just a phone. And for picture ratio, I recommend going 1:1. Just a little square. I found that works best between listing on like Facebook, Java, Mercari, anywhere. I recommend taking at least 5 pictures. Get a front shot, a side shot, some close-up shots, and then I always include a picture of the back of the computer, like showing the rear I/O and the graphics card I/O. So this computer cost me $457 and some change. And right before I clicked publish on Java, I was gonna list it at $645. So I decided to bump the price just up a little bit to $675, and after the fees and all of that, it gives me an estimated profit of $150. So typically after listing a computer, all you do is just wait. But like I said, that B-roll is gonna help me sell it. And the reason why, I'm gonna make a dedicated YouTube video just about this computer. And in that video, I'm gonna say, hey, if you're interested, it's for sale right now on Java. So yeah, day 2 of this challenge is ending right here at 4:01. It is the 28th. I'll probably see you in a couple days when I'm done making that YouTube video. Then we'll post it and hopefully it sells from that. We're actually in the month of April now, but nonetheless, the video is done about the computer and I am about to publish it. Post my videos at 9 a.m. We got about 14 minutes. Since the computer has been listed since March 28th, let's go ahead and look at the ad and see how it's done with like organic traffic just through Java. They don't have a feature that says how many views a listing has, but it says it has 5 hearts. And then if I click on it, it says 10 Jawas are watching it. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. It's been listed for, what is that, a week and almost 2 weeks now? Just clicked publish. 1 week later since I uploaded that YouTube video. First, let's check on how the video did, and then we'll kind of talk about the computer. Yeah, I still have it. Okay, so the video honestly did pretty good. It's ranked 4 of 10 out of my last 10 uploads. Right now it's sitting at 19.7K views, a 9% click-through rate. You guys might not know a whole lot about YouTube, but yeah, it's doing pretty solid. And I was really expecting to get like hate comments. I don't know why, I was just like in my head about it. But honestly, I didn't see a single one. They might have got all blocked by YouTube or something. But now let's take a look at the ad and compare it to when I first uploaded the video to now. So right now it is sitting at 9 hearts. So 9 people have favorited this listing. And then 22 Jawas are watching it, but no one has bought it yet. Okay, so the market is slow, but computers are still selling. So why isn't this one selling? Well, first glance, my pictures honestly are not the best. The case is kind of dark. It is a black case, so it's kind of hard to take pictures of it. And then also, the price isn't the best. $675, about $34 estimated shipping. So all said and done, if someone were to buy this, it'd be like 700 plus. So I'm gonna drop the price by like 20 bucks, update the listing, and I guess we'll see what that does. Well, I still have that computer. Tomorrow basically marks a month since it's been listed. And after a month on Java, it says it expires. And I'm not too sure what happens after it expires. I'm not sure how it hasn't sold. I'm not saying I'm entitled to everyone should buy my computers, but it kind of sucks that it isn't selling. Well, it's the next day. I don't have to worry about the ad expiring because it finally sold. Let's go. It's still early in the day. I got the notification about an hour ago that it sold. I could definitely get it shipped out today, but it's been sitting under my desk for about a month since it's been listed. So I guarantee there's updates. So I'm gonna update it, run final benchmark stress tests on it, make sure everything is running smoothly, then we'll get it packed up. Well, it's a few hours later and I just decided to bust this thing out and finish it. I thought to myself, I'm not gonna want to do this tomorrow. I'd rather get it done today, and I know I'll think of myself tomorrow. Now we just have to pack it up. For that, I'm using some Instapack, obviously some tape for the box, and then I got some fragile stickers here. So Instapack is basically instant packing foam. All you do is press down and then tap here and it starts expanding. And you just use this to ensure the graphics card doesn't get ripped out of the PCIe slot. And it just expands in the PC just like that all around your components. And now to ship it in its box that the case came in, luckily it came with a lot of foam, really thick foam too. And now I'm gonna take this bubble wrap and just kind of wrap it all around the PC. And then here's some things I'm including: a power cord. And then this final thing, this is the key to it all, is this little thank you note. All it says is thank you for the purchase. Hope you enjoy the PC. Message with any questions and please leave a review. And now to tape it up. I just dropped it off. Should get there by sometime next week. So I'll see you when the funds hit my bank account. Well, the funds have most certainly not hit my bank account. Matter of fact, I think the computer got lost or it got freaking stolen, and my brain is saying it got stolen. So today's Wednesday. I shipped it last Friday. I dropped it off at the post office about 4:30 p.m. It should have been picked up by the end of the day. I'm checking the tracking and it's just not saying anything. It just says, hey, like estimated delivery date will be updated as soon as possible, but there's no updates. 2 days ago, I got an email from Jawa. They were just saying, hey, you need to ship your item, blah, blah, blah. You sold it, you need to ship it. And then today I got an email actually like 5 minutes ago, and they said, all right, you have to ship it to the end of the day today or the order's going to be canceled and you're not going to get paid. I'm just thinking like, dude, am I screwed? Like, what can I do? I don't know. I enabled shipping insurance, but it's saying it hasn't even been shipped. It hasn't left. It hasn't been picked up. But I don't know. I've called my post office. They said it's not there. They said it should have been picked up. It's with one of the drivers. I think somehow I got scammed. Craziest thing just happened. I'm just standing here benchmarking this Dell Optiplex for another video, and I got a message from someone on Jawa at 6:14 p.m. They said, hello, I received a PC from you. I found it from a note left inside. Dude, those notes are coming in clutch. But he said, was wondering if you could confirm who purchased it, as I think it may have been a gift from someone or a mistake. For reference, after some research, it appears to be the PC from your $500 build video posted on your YouTube from April 10th, 2024. Thanks, man. I know it sounds weird, but any info would be great. Dude, Jake, maybe Jake from State Farm, but man, literally like, bro, I'm starting to believe in God. All right, this guy wants to voice call. Why the hell not? He has my PC. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Dude, I feel like I'm being punked, honestly.
What do you mean?
Just weird occurrence, because, like, it has my wife's name on the package, of all things.
What's the name on it?
It's not Isaiah Burke.
Let me take a look at the label here that I printed out. What's the last four of the tracking number? Is it 5840 or is it something else?
Yeah, 5840.
What's the weight on it? Like 29 pounds?
It says 1 pound, actually.
That is so weird.
This is crazy. So, I just came back from overseas, and it was my birthday, like, a month ago. And like, some of my buddies were, like, saying they're getting me this, like, gift or whatever that was very fragile, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I see this box pull up, and it says fragile on it. I'm like, no way it's from them. So I thought they were, like, just fucking with me, honestly, like, the whole time. I mean, you put the label on the package, right, or no?
I took it to the post office and I sent them the label from Jawa and had them print it off because I don't have a printer, but I put the fragile stickers and everything on it. But yeah, what's weird also, when I was calling my post office, they were telling me, or there's a package, and that reference number I gave you was that 1 pound package, but the one I shipped out was that 29 pound package. So I'm not even sure what happened when they, because I click on to track the package on Jawa, and it just says the delivery date will be provided as soon as possible.
So we got a package from a friend in Utah who's like very close to you. It looks like she's in Clearfield. They sent us a package and it's the exact same label. So I think what happened is either at the Utah processing plant for USPS or some way here, maybe the one that they were supposed to print off or something, and they just like threw on the same one for both the big PC and then the little package they sent us, it looks like.
Is there a way you could send it to me or send it to the buyer?
The PC?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'd probably not pay for it, but yeah, if you want to cover it or maybe like claim with USPS, honestly.
Alrighty, well, I don't know, I'm really happy you messaged me though. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
That's just crazy.
Luckily my PC was better than this one, you know?
Well, you heard the call. That was a long call, but yeah, we're gonna do what we have to do. Well, shout out to Jake, man. That's the guy that first received the PC. He was able to ship it to the original buyer. We just used the original label that Jawa provided, so no one had to pay anything extra. And Isaiah Burke, that's the guy that was supposed to receive the PC. Well, he did, so your boy finally got paid. So was all of this worth it, or was it just a big ol' headache? Well, yes and yes. All the problems that happened don't always happen when PC flipping, but they definitely can and they definitely will. It's just to be expected at this point. But once it finally arrived to the correct buyer, everything was good and we received the deposit into my bank account of $587.86. As I said, Jawwood takes fees and I did enable shipping insurance, so that took a little bit of money as well, but honestly, not a bad profit for it being sold online. I just wish it was a faster process and I wish it didn't show up at the wrong house. Either way, I had a ton of fun making this video, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, consider subscribing, and if you like content like this, then go and click here and you can start binge watching my series where I'm flipping PCs until I buy a house.